Hey folks, Scott Grove, yep, bad hair day again. Showing you some axes that I picked up recently. These are some cool ones. The Ibanez Ergodyne series, Ergodyne, made out of lutite, which is a man-made material. This here is the EDA 905 bass guitar. They only made, as far as I'm concerned, 2 Ergodyne series of basses that are worth anything. One is these, the other ones are the EDC 700s and the 705s. Okay, so what you actually have here, these are all active. First of all, let's go to the headstock. This one, of course, is a 5-string. You won't find the name of the Ibanez on the headstock anywhere. Okay, you'll notice the strings go on the pegs the wrong way. Why? Because they mean to. But you still tune them up the same and they go the proper way. It's just so they could fit them all in here. So even though they look like they're wound on there backwards, they are not. Okay, so they do have a relatively straight string pull, and they thought enough about it to go ahead and gear these things backwards, so when you tune them one way they actually go the other way and the posts turn, and it just looks, it's weird putting the strings on. How do they feel? They feel great. They are a satin finished, so there's no sticking to it. Okay, the back of it, of the headstock anyway, you'll be able to see how the keys are all just crammed in there as tight as can be, but they're all at this backward tilt angle, so for anybody who's like me who does not have a real long anything, let alone a reach up here, you can get right to the tuners right here because they're pointing at you. They're not way up here and sticking straight out. Okay, so that is a beautiful thing. So gotta love them for that. Okay, they're always 24 frets, and then you could actually even fit more. There's no fret markers on the front except for at the 12th fret. You got a double dot. Otherwise, nothing. It's nice and clean. All your dots are on the sides. You've got them all the way up to the 24th fret. And like I said, they could have put some more down here, but who's going to play it on the low strings? Not I. Okay, what we have here in the, let me get this down here. What we have here are actual, now 2 pronunciations, piezo or piezo. You go to the company's website and the founder will, or the guy who's running it now, will pronounce it both ways throughout the video, so he don't know how to pronounce his own company's name either. But they have a separate one, a separate piezo pickup in each saddle. And they are all adjustable right here on the back. The back still has all the plastic on it. These have been around for a while, so this is just in really good shape. Okay, so you've got, you know, what they call trim controls. Everybody likes a little trim now and then. And then you got a couple more volumes here. Master volume for the piezo pickup, and a master volume here for the, you know, your regular typical pickup. And cram a 9-volt back here, which it takes screws. The bodies are too thin to actually fit a pop-out battery compartment into them because they're this thin. Okay, and they're shaped really funky. They contour all over the place. But I think it is a sweet looking bass. It's a 5-bolt. 5-string, 5-bolt. Okay, but the shape of that is cool. The cutouts that you see here, here's cool to lay your thumb on while you're playing instead of a big wooden hunk of thumb rest like back in the 70s. But the cutout under here is great because you can dig right under there and you don't have to even scratch your bass with your fingernail. You can get to all the ones that you're actually going to want to get under to pop them, to pull them, and you've got all that extra room before it hits the cool cutaways, and it looks great. How's it sound? Superb. How do the other ones that I have sound? Superb. How do all the other Ergodyne sound? They sound like shit. So there's the 2 series here. Yeah, I don't cuss like that on the videos, but on here, why not? It's YouTube. These are going nowhere else. So take that, Bible boy, wherever you went. The controls on here are simple. You have a volume for your regular pickup. Here's that pickup by itself. Okay, so that is just the one magnetic pickup. If I was to shut that one down and go straight to the piezo pickups, all 5 of them here. Okay, so you can adjust them however you want them. I take them both, and I like to leave them both wide open. Then you've got a nice full sound. People are asking me, what the hell are you playing through? Actually, I'm just slamming it right through my Johnson Millennium JM150 guitar amplifier. I'm not even breaking out the bass rig. So I'm playing through my guitar amp, which kicks ass, and 212s, and no, I don't blow anything up in it because why? It's a kick-ass amp. It'll handle anything I throw at it. You don't want to play it on 10 or anything, but handles it for these things. So all the folks that always ask me what I'm demoing everything through is always that amp on every single bass, every single guitar, every instrument I have that I can plug in is always plugged through that amp. Okay, now what you have here is kind of your high end, and there's a little bit with the mids too, but there's a notch in the middle, so you're adding nothing, taking away nothing. So you're adding high end. You can hear the breath in it now, but it gets a little stank for the piezos. Piezos are always crappy for popping. They break up and they fart. That's just what they do. On acoustics, they do the same thing. Blah, blah, blah. That's distortion from, not the amp, from the pickups. So you got to watch your high end on these things. You got more here. That is actually your tone control for the actual piezo. And that gets bright fast, of course, like it would. There's took a lot of the high end off the piezo back there. Bring it back to the middle. Sounds good, but from there, really brittle. That's the one I was looking for. Worthless as tits on a bore hog right there, folks. So why they should just made the middle indentation 10. But I guess if you play really, really light and you love tons of high end, so you can have that much high end in these things. Otherwise, I just leave everything, both pickups wide open, then just leave everything in the notch so that the actual pickup or the active tone controls aren't doing nothing, and that's just where the best sound is. For you pick players, same thing. So that's my guitar amp trying to keep up with the low B string. Not going to happen real well, but it recognizes the low E, but it's just not going to handle the low B. It's just not meant for it. So would I recommend this bass? Yeah, but just like I said, just tweak it out here on the back. Yeah, everybody start tweaking. All you meth heads. But these are super cool. They got the EDA 900s, which are, you typically see them in this matte silver, not in this color. This is a hard as heck color to find. And then the EDA 905, which is usually in silver. They're almost always silver. But I found it in this color and finally decided to pick it up and give it a whack, and I'm going to keep this one. So there you go. Again, Ergodyne. You'll see it spelled kind of underneath there. And again, the piezo, why? They should have just stuck another little bridge pickup here and everything would have been a lot better. But the way it sets right now with no active tone working actually, and just volume on both pickups wide open, and having tweaked it in the back to get it exactly how I wanted it, it's great. Okay, so I really dig the bass. It's cool, it's flawless, and I got it for, I think, maybe $250, $300 on Fleabay. And you can't, these are the ones, one of the ones to get. I'll show you another one here right after this one if you guys want to look in order of when I posted these. So I'll throw another 5-string Ergodyne at you that's totally different, but equally as cool, if not cooler. Actually, it's a much cooler bass. But these are the second coolest in the Ergodyne series. So once again, the 5-string EDA 905, the 900 is the 4-string version. So cool axe, it's worth getting at any price, 300 or below, and you're doing fine. Okay.